With old PCs or laptops that only have 2 GB RAM, maybe you won't be able to play the latest AAA games like GTA 5, PES 2020 or Red Dead Redemption 2. But don't worry, because there are plenty of lightweight PC games that are still interesting for you to play today. In this video I will show you 10 best games for PC 2 GB RAM that you can play in 2023. Without any further ado, let's get started. Max Payne. Max Payne is a relentless story-driven game about a man on the edge, fighting to clear his name while struggling to uncover the truth about his slain family amongst a myriad of plot twists and twisted thugs in the gritty bowels of New York during the century's worst blizzard. Max Payne is a man with nothing to lose in the violent, cold urban night. A fugitive undercover cop framed for murder, hunted by cops and the mob, Max is a man with his back against the wall, fighting a battle he cannot hope to win. The groundbreaking original cinematic action shooter, Max Payne introduced the concept of bullet time in video games. Through its stylish slow-motion gunplay combined with a dark and twisted story, Max Payne redefined the action shooter genre.
Coward!
The Saboteur. The Saboteur is an action-adventure video game developed by Pandemic Studios and published by Electronic Arts. Avenge the loss of your loved ones by hunting down your sworn enemies in Nazi-occupied Paris. Fight, climb, and race your way through this unique world to destroy the lives of those that have taken everything from you. For the first time ever in a video game, enter the seedy world of a saboteur living in a stylized 1940s Paris, where the women are sexy, the missions are epic, and the revenge is satisfying. Gameplay in the Saboteur combines driving, shooting, melee combat, and exploration. Players can make use of a variety of weapons and abilities to fight enemies or explore the environment, such as Sean's parkour skills, which allow him to climb high buildings in seconds to facilitate traversal. The game features an open world comprising Paris' various boroughs and the surrounding countryside. State of Decay. State of Decay is a series of third-person survival horror video games. The end is here. Life as you knew it has gone to hell after the mother of all zombie outbreaks. Now you and the few scattered survivors must band together to survive and rebuild in a third-person action game set in a dynamic open world.
I'll run this home.
We'll be ready.
Zombies on our 6. Stay alert.
You choose where to make your stand, designing and fortifying your home base, performing daring raids for food and ammunition, and rescuing other playable survivors with unique talents.
Nobody ever proved anything. All I know is when my dad's insurance wouldn't cover my treatment,
Remember Me. Remember Me is a third-person action-adventure where players take on the role of Nylon, a former elite memory hunter with the ability to break into people's minds and steal or even alter their memories. The authorities, fearful of her knowledge and capabilities, arrested Nylon and wiped her memory clean. After her escape from prison, Nylon sets out on a mission to recover her identity, helped by her last and only friend. This search for her past leads to her being hunted by the very people that created this surveillance society.
Nemopolis, the calm at the eye of the storm. Remember, you're on our channel. Inversion. Inversion is a third-person co-op shooter that combines hard-hitting,
adrenaline-pumping action with a revolutionary gravity manipulation engine. Inversion is a third-person shooter video game developed by Saber Interactive and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
This should help.
In Vanguard City, policeman Davis Russell and his partner Leo Delgado are on duty when the city comes under attack by an army of strange barbaric soldiers called Lutadors armed with gravity-defying technology. Futuristic weapons that allow them to control gravity make humans almost defenseless. On the other hand, Russell and Leo, who had survived the first attack, decided to work hand in hand in the quest to find Russell's most valuable treasure, the child and wife. However, this quest turns into a search for answers to various mysteries surrounding the Lutadors' invasion and the motives behind it. The further Russell and Leo go, the bigger the mystery they discover. Together with his best friend, Leo, Leo's adventures lead him to a bigger mystery about the Lutadors' invasion. Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 is a 2008 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. Set within the fictional Liberty City, based on New York City, the single-player story follows Eastern European war veteran Niko Bellic and his attempts to escape his past while under pressure from high-profile criminals.
Why do you treat me like this?
The game is played from a third-person perspective and its world is navigated on foot or by vehicle. Players use melee attacks, firearms and explosives to fight enemies, and may run, jump, swim or use vehicles to navigate the game's world.
I hope you ate healthy, cherries.
Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is an open-world first-person shooter set on an island unlike any other. A place where heavily armed warlords traffic in slaves. Where outsiders are hunted for ransom. And as you embark on a desperate quest to rescue your friends, you realize that the only way to escape this darkness is to embrace it. Create your own FPS adventure.
It's not here. You're fucked now. It has got to be there. Move the prisoners.
Customize your weapons, your skills and your approach to each mission, whether you favor intense run-and-gun action, stealthy close-up takedowns or long-range sniping. Explore a diverse island playground, from mountain ranges and swampy grasslands to white sandy beaches. Discover relics, hunt exotic animals, play mini-games and travel quickly by land, sea or air. Fight your way through the island's towns, temples, river ports and more.
Out the militia. Now to disable the tower.
Batman Arkham City. Batman Arkham City is a 2011 action-adventure game developed by Rocksteady Studios and published by Warner Bros. The game is presented from the third-person perspective with a primary focus on Batman's combat and stealth abilities, detective skills, and gadgets that can be used in both combat and exploration.
The hatch is locked from inside. If I can locate the control panel.
Batman can freely move around the Arkham City prison, interacting with characters and undertaking missions, and unlocking new areas by progressing through the main story or obtaining new equipment. The player is able to complete side missions away from the main story to unlock additional content and collectible items. Batman's ally Catwoman is another playable character, featuring her own story campaign that runs parallel to the game's main plot. Using an improved version of the free-flow combat system from Arkham Asylum, the player can now counter multiple blows simultaneously, catch hurled projectiles, attack aerially, and administer a succession of consecutive strikes.
Scarecrow and men stop reporting in, and that only means one thing. Something? You'll find it here, I'm sure of it.
Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is an open-world action-adventure and stealth game franchise published by Ubisoft. The series features historical fiction, science fiction, and fictional characters intertwined with real-world historical events and historical figures. In most games, players control a historical assassin while also playing as an assassin initiate or someone caught in the Assassin-Templar conflict in the present-day framing story. While playing as the assassin characters, the games are generally presented from a third-person view in an open-world environment, focusing on stealth and parkour. The games use a mission structure to follow the main story, assigning the player to complete an assassination of public figureheads or a covert mission.
Everywhere they arrive, they leave only suffering in their wake.
Spencer, listen up.
Bionic Commando. Bionic Commando is a video game franchise consisting of an original arcade game released in 1987 and several later versions and sequels. The game is set in an alternate timeline, in which Nazism is not completely eradicated following the defeat of the Third Reich in World War II. Nazi ideology was carried on by a nation called the Imperial State. The series is notable for being one of few instances of a platform game in which the player cannot jump. To cross gaps or climb ledges, the hero must use his bionic arm. This was the first game to feature a grappling gun or hook, which later appeared in games such as Earthworm Jim and Tomb Raider.